This is what you find on the pro-abortion left. Leading the way are a bunch of people who really do love abortion. It's their high sacrament. They revere it. They bow before it. It is a high, holy, beautiful thing to them. And they really have a reverence for it. And they approach it with a satanic enthusiasm. The only thing I can compare the enthusiasm to is when I've read about, I've read a couple of very fascinating books about the Aztecs, and especially Cortez and the Spanish conquistadors and how they conquered the Aztec people, which was a great moment for human history and a great victory that I still thank God for, that the Aztec civilization was destroyed because it needed to be destroyed. The Aztec civilization was easily the most satanic civilization that has ever existed, the most evil, twisted, satanic, perverted, depraved, bloodthirsty civilization that's ever existed on the face of the planet. And I would probably I'd put it even below the Nazis or above however we're phrasing that. But the human sacrifice that went on in the Aztec civilization was just beyond anything you can imagine. I mean, tens of thousands. And there weren't that many people. We're talking about a few million people probably. So this is tens of thousands of humans, often children, were slaughtered in human sacrifices every single year. And there was one case, one instance where a new temple was built, and to kind of coronate this temple, they sacrificed tens of thousands I think it was something like 80,000 people in the span of a couple of days. They sacrificed on this temple to baptize it in the blood of these sacrifices. The way that they did these sacrifices is they would take, usually these were prisoners that they caught, slaves. They also demanded tributes to be paid by all of the different tribes that they had conquered and subjugated. They demanded these tribes provided tributes of human sacrifices on a regular basis to keep things going. And which is one of the reasons why when Cortez came, he had no problem enlisting other Indian tribes to help him defeat the Aztecs, because they had all been enslaved by this barbaric, horrific civilization of bloodthirsty cannibals. So anyway, they would bring the sacrifices up to the top of the temple. They would lay them on a slab, and the high priest would cut open, while the person's still alive, they would cut open the person and rip their beating heart out of their chest. And then they would push the dead bodies down the temple steps, and the limbs would be hacked up and eaten at the bottom of the steps. Okay, this is what went on for among the Aztecs. There was this real, and Cortez himself, this is one of the ways we know about this, is when the Europeans witnessed this stuff going on, and it was just unlike anything they'd ever seen or could conceive of. But there was this, they went into this trance. They went into this demonic trance, this almost orgasmic ecstasy that they had when they were killing and devouring people. And the reason I bring that up is that's the only thing I can think to compare the scene in Ireland with people in the streets. Again, this almost orgasmic ecstasy over the mass slaughter of babies. It's the only thing historically that I can think to compare it to.